What's up? Peace and blessings, folks. This your boy Don Juan, and this is just me reminding you to always okay, again, so peace and blessings, folks. It's your boy Don Juan here again, and I'm back continuing my spiritual journey, my chakra series videos. I know it's been a minute, a long, good little time since I spoke to y'all about anything on spiritual content. Y'all see I've been posting more of my I guess production and journalism videos, you know, just working in my craft at Georgia State, doing different things for Panther Report News. Well, this is the time where I can sit down and finally just talk to y'all. Can I just say, I missed y'all. Like, I missed being able to interact and talk with y'all, and just having a camera and, you know, having a little time to sit down and speak. Like, it's really peaceful. Like, this is my vibe. But today what I wanted to talk to y'all about is continuing the chakra series, continuing with the third eye chakra today, your sixth chakra. If you've been keeping up with the series, you know I've been going through each of the chakras. So I've done root, which deals with survival, sacral, which deals with your feelings, the solar plexus, which deals with your willpower, the heart chakra, which deals with love. If you haven't watched the heart chakra video, please go watch that, because that is I'm not going to say the most important chakra, because it's important to have balance within all of your chakras, but that's the seat of your soul. So you want to take care of your soul first and always listen to your heart. The throat chakra, the fifth one, which is my most recent one, if y'all seen what it is, what's up, what that mouth do though, that's the throat chakra, your communication center, hearing, listening, all of that. And so today we are on the sixth chakra, which is your third eye. I'm gonna tell you what this chakra is before we even unbunk all of this. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna be talking for a good little minute today, y'all. So, you know, grab a snack, come on back, and let's get into this good information. So the third eye chakra, or your sixth chakra, is called the sixth chakra for a reason. Y'all ever heard of the sixth sense? You know, being able to go beyond this physical realm and tune into different things, pick up on things before they happen, sense things, you know, you get a vibe, you're able to read people. That's all of what this chakra deals with. It deals with metaphysics, metaphysical senses. Meta meaning beyond, physical, you know, the material world. Metaphysical, going beyond the physical. That's exactly what we're doing in this chakra. We're tapping into ourselves in connection with our higher selves up in the universe, up in the cosmos, in Mother Nature first and foremost. You know, where we all come from. Don't turn your back on Mother Nature. Be nice to her. So your sixth eye chakra is your spiritual gateway to levels of higher consciousness. When you know more, when you learn better, you do better. So it's your ticket, kind of like your passport into higher realms of thought. You know, when you learn different things, you kind of disregard and not, I wouldn't say abandon old ways of thinking. Yeah, like you elevate, you literally upgrade. That's what we're going through right now. We're going through a spiritual, mental, physical upgrade. And unfortunately, if you're not open to these changes, then you gonna miss the shift. This chakra deals all with imagination, being able to see your inner vision clearly. So whatever that might mean for you, whether that might be the house that you want, the kind of life that you want to live, the spirit that you want to take on, the kind of relationship that you want with someone in this life, being able to see that, how it looks, how you're going to get it, what you're going to do to get it, that is all within you. So you have to be able to see your vision clearly and be able to have an imagination. You know, kids have awesome imaginations, but it seems like as we grow up, we kind of get away from our imaginative, our more creative side, and we're so left brain. Left brain always deals with being analytical, reading, data, analysis. We don't have a lot of right brain people, which is that creativity side. This third eye chakra is the color purple. It's the color purple because that is like thought of as the most royal color next to the creator, next to God, whatever you're gonna call it. And I know y'all seen the movie The Color Purple before. That's not called that for no reason. You know, the color purple, that's the color that the aura that your third eye chakra emits. So on the electromagnetic frequency, you see it's a rainbow. When you get up to that purple, that indigo, that's your third eye chakra. So whenever you see the rainbow, you can think of yourself as a little rainbow, because our bodies are nothing but light projections. We're projections of light, and we have to experience each of those levels, but that has manifested within us through the chakras. One more important thing to note about the third eye chakra is associated with your pineal gland. Your pineal gland is a gland about right here, shaped like a pine cone. So if you see pine cones in nature, you can think of that as symbolic to your pineal gland. And what happens is when it's open, it literally opens up just like pine cones do in nature. Let me go get my pine cone. It's like a pine cone. And what happens is it opens up the more you begin to learn and expand your consciousness, just like pine cones do at the time of year when they're ready to open up and produce more pollen and everything with their spores. They open up and release them. But in wintertime, you know, they close to retain water. And that's kind of the same thing that happens with your pineal gland. If you don't use it, it's gonna close up and you lose it. So you lose that higher connection, it's weakened. So you wanna make sure you're using it in most effective ways. And just remember, be the pine cone. The pineal gland is responsible for secreting melatonin as you sleep in the nighttime. This melatonin secretes into your nervous system, and this is what actually aids you. You can think of neuromelanin as like your spirit guide that's gonna help you access higher realms of thought and be more comfortable in it, because some of these things can be kind of overwhelming when you're first learning them or even when you're first experiencing them. So that neuromelanin is going to put you in just direct contact with the cosmos, if you will. When this chakra is balanced, you're going to have like clear thoughts. Your mind is going to be at peace. It's not going to be racing and constantly on anxiety like when it's unbalanced, but you're going to be at peace and in tune with yourself. You're going to be able to think clearly, and it's not going to be such a struggle between your heart and your mind. Your heart speaks to your mind. Don't put it in reverse. Sometimes your mind does need to speak to your heart to be more rational, because our emotions can kind of run all over the place. But let's not go with the mainstream thought of, you know, staying out your feelings and being a sap. No, get in your heart and let it speak to the mind, because your heart is actually stronger than your mind. It processes memory, stores memory, everything, just as your mind does. This chakra is blocked by illusion. The illusion that we call life, prejudice, bias, things that we hold true to our ego. Like I said, this is where you really confront your ego and have that sit down talk with yourself. There are things that we need to be a lot more humble on, and I feel like with the third eye chakra and accessing this higher realm of thought, if we've put negative connotations on things and negative perceptions on nature, all of that is up here waiting on us to confront and reconstruct. We have to reprogram our minds. Our minds are just like computers, so we have to reprogram them to a healthy way of thinking. That's it. When this chakra is unbalanced, stress, stress, stress. Chakra needs to be at peace, but when it's not at peace, when it's unbalanced, it's very stressed. You're very stressed. Your mind is always racing and can never just settle down effectively to have peace within yourself. So you want to get your stress, and you want to make sure you're alleviating yourself of things that bring you negative energy and vibrations, because we ain't got no time for that.
Come around with that weird energy.
When it's unbalanced, you can tend to be a know-it-all. I can tend to be a know-it-all. I have a real problem with not knowing things, and I feel like when I learn something and I know it, I feel like when I learn something, then I know it. But really, we don't know shit. As much as we know and learn, that's not to discredit anyone. Like, a lot of people are really learning things, but at the same token, no one can know everything. But manifesting in this chakra, if it's unbalanced, depression, anxiety, and difficulty changing your mind. You know, I spoke about having different perceptions of the world. You want to be able to evolve as much as you can. So now we want to get into healing this chakra if it's either one, unbalanced, or two, a little overactive. So we want to get it in tune with the oneness within ourselves. So I'm gonna get a little closer to y'all so y'all can see what kind of stones that I use. I also use different herbs, and also I kind of try to just adapt a more electric like diet, but we'll start with the stones first. So this stone, amethyst, is a really good helper with the third eye chakra. It allows one to be mentally protected. You see it's the color purple, and it's a nice clear, nice vibrant radiant color of purple indigo, so it's gonna directly align with your purple third eye chakra. It helps with mental protection, stability, and helps enhance those psychic abilities and other metaphysical abilities that are associated with this chakra. Beautiful clear quartz. Clear quartz, it does exactly what it sounds like. It allows you to see things clearly and be able to sense your vision clearly. This also helps with alleviating yourself of mucky spiritual vibes that you might have taken on through experiences with other people or just the natural environment that we live in. So you want to be sure to get you a clear quartz so you're able to tear through that illusion and see life for what it really is. Also, serpentine. This is one of my favorite stones because it allows for all chakra stimulation, so it helps all 7 chakras, but in specific, it helps with the release of Kundalini energy. Kundalini energy lays at the base of your spine and kind of travels all the way up until it hits your 33rd ventricle in your brain, which releases that neuromelanin. So if you're awake and conscious of this, think of the experience you're about to have. You know, some people say when they take certain psychedelics, they have a trip. Well, this is the trip that you have within yourself. When that Kundalini energy is released and it really taps into that pineal gland and stimulates it, it starts vibrating and jumping and just so much. Get you a serpentine, basically. Get you a serpentine. Before I even forget, copper. Copper is very good for just overall body stimulation, but specifically since we're talking about the pineal gland and the third eye chakra, copper helps with the conducting of electricity. Our bodies are electric, our souls are electric, so you want to get trinkets and amulets and such that help with the flow of your energy, your natural flow, your natural electricity. I also use a lot of herbs. The herb that I use mostly is sage. Now, sage is going to help to decalcify that pineal gland, which is calcified through the use of fluoride in our toothpaste and also fluoride in our tap water. So if those are 2 things that you consume at home, either toothpaste with fluoride or you drink the tap water at home, you want to try to alleviate both of those as much as possible. What they don't tell you is, of course they say fluoride, it helps with tooth decay and these benefits and that, but what they're not telling you is that fluoride is out here calcifying your pineal gland, essentially your 3rd eye chakra, making it hard. That calcification on this part of your body, of your spirit, you're not able to access those higher realms of thought. So you want to get fluoride out of your diet. But sage is going to help with decalcifying it and just taking in the good positive energy of the universe with cleansing your space wherever you are. I sage my car, I sage my room, I take little pieces of sage with me in my wallet sometimes just in case somebody be having mojo. No, I got the mojo for you, you thought. So make sure you guard your energy and protect it, and sage is going to help with that. Another herb that's going to help is also weed, marijuana. There are plenty of studies and research out there that point to the fact that weed can be used as a psychedelic to access higher realms of thought. And taking in this herb is going to help you with that decalcification process, you're able to easier access higher realms of thought if you're not already in tune. I'm not saying just, smoke weed and, go out and do this for your sole purpose of being in tune with yourself. But what I'm saying is, it's definitely a key benefiting factor in being in tune with yourself and being able to more easier access these higher realms of thought. Especially y'all, a lot of us live in America. This is America. And again, having to deal with just the day-to-day lives of, being in a system, in the matrix and going in and out, it's stressful. So get your peace of mind, however that might look for you. It might not be weed. Some people like sex. Some people like eating healthy. Some people like drawing. Some people like going outside in nature. So whatever it takes for you to get in tune with you, do that, and don't let anyone else deter you from having a full human experience. Also, your diet plays such a huge part because we are what we eat. So we want to eat mostly electric foods. Now, I'm not saying I'm out here fully vegan. I'm a flexitarian. A flexitarian is a kind of a term that I picked up. So I flex on my diet. I eat mostly fruits and vegetables, but there are those times, y'all, where I feel like I have to have my 10-piece. I gotta have my little shrimp, my little 10-piece wing combo. Y'all know, lemon pepper teriyaki extra wet with fries, lemon pepper sprinkles over everything, and my peach lemonade and fruit punch drink mixed all together in one. Yes, sometimes I have to have it. The most important thing I want to say is try to eat as much electric-like food as you can, specifically with the 3rd eye chakra. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, all kind of berries are going to help with this activation process. Berries have a lot of antioxidants in them. Antioxidants help with vision, help clear things out of your mind, and help cleanse your overall body and get just muck out of it. So berries are going to help with your vision, help with intuition, help you be able to read others a little more effectively, and be able to like circumnavigate this physical realm and the various traps that the elite have for us. I also want to eat dark leafy greens. So what I've been incorporating into my diet is a lot more kale. Kale is much more fibrous, is rich in nutrients, and it's going to help stimulate that heart chakra that's eventually going to speak to the mind. Red cabbage, red onions, things that have that dark purple hue to it. If it looks purple and is naturally produced by nature, 9 times out of 10 you want to eat it to be more in tune with your third eye chakra. So with me and the third eye chakra, I guess the best way that I have experienced it is, first of all, learning about it. I've been learning about chakras and just having a more humanistic experience for about 3 years now. And when I tell y'all, this journey has been so amazing. It's been times where it's been really overwhelming. I'm still a human and I tend to take on a lot of things. I'm also an Aquarius, so I say what I think a lot and not really how I feel. That's just to say I'm more than likely like 10 times out of 10 always up here in my third eye chakra, because I'm always thinking, I'm always imagining, I'm always on go. It can be very, very overactive at times. What really prompted me to be able to have the experience, really fully experience my third eye chakra at the time, was this past summer. I was a part of a program at Georgia State University called Upward Bound. Being in the Upward Bound program, I had some awesome coworkers, worked around some awesome kids, and just seeing myself through a lot of the experiences that I was having, I was able to then be honest with myself, because I was also dealing with just some negative entities within that program. And that's not to say I had a detrimental experience. I thank the universe, I thank myself for putting myself in that position, because had I not, I wouldn't be able to, you know, stay woke. What happened was, is as I was being honest with myself, I felt like I was having a heart attack when I was expressing myself to one of my coworkers, and I'm just like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, I felt like I was really like alive for the first time, but it felt like a heart attack, and I'm like, nah, you ain't having no heart attack. That's your heart chakra awakening. For real, because you were just able to be honest with yourself in this physical world, and that's what your spirit has been calling yourself to do. So since I was in tune with my spirit by being in tune with my heart, that energy shot right on up here, and I swear I was like, all I could do at the moment was really try to explain to my coworker what was going on, but it wasn't making sense to him at the time. So I had to sit down and literally like, meditate through that to calm myself down. Made it back to my room and everything, and I had a really deep spiritual encounter, honestly, with a lot of the negative vibrations that I was dealing with within the program, and also within myself. A lot of the music that I had taken on came back in this experience. I feel like that was really my test to see how well did I know myself. And I can say now, I know myself. Of course, I'm still learning. I'm still experiencing this human lifetime. I don't have all the answers, so anything that I'm saying in this video, please look up for yourself. Please do the research, and please have that experience for yourself, because I promise it's real out here in these streets. It's real. This spiritual stuff is not a game. It's the place where you meet yourself and you realize yourself as this divine human, this divine energy, pure essence, pure consciousness, God even, if you will. This is where you recognize yourself as the creator, where you become one with yourself. After me being honest with myself and then going back to my room, this spiritual encounter happened where things were not really making sense in the physical world. So I had to really cut my lights off, close my eyes, because you can actually see better with your eyes closed if you didn't know it, because you're in tune then with your third eye chakra. You can see more in the dark. You have to cut off the illusion. Light is an illusion. You have to cut off the illusion and go within. It felt almost like a like I was acting out a dream in a sense. And you want to be careful of that, because with an overactive pineal gland, you can hallucinate. A lot of it, I wasn't getting a lot of rest with the program. We were on a really big and tight schedule, having to get up at 6:30 in the morning, go to bed by 11. We had really full days, and only for the first, 2 weeks that I was a part of the program, because I wasn't able to finish it. This journey, this awakening process really took a toll on me, y'all, and I felt like I began to somewhat hallucinate in a sense, and that I was so up here in the spiritual realm that I wasn't here. My body, I'm still human, so I needed to still be here. But just because of the weight, the schedule that we had to be on, and me still having some spiritual maturity to do myself, a lot of it wasn't making sense. I wasn't able to finish the program, and I think that was for the best, because I had to return to my root, literally, and bring my ass back home. I had to bring my ass back home, y'all. Pack my whole car up, my clothes, everything, pack my whole car up and come back home. I wasn't disappointed. I really owned that experience, because even within that, I'm like, okay, my time is over. I've done what I needed to do for these kids, which I call my baby. So if y'all watching this, my upper bound kids, students, whatever y'all want to be, y'all know y'all still Mr. Juan babies. I still love y'all. If y'all need anything, I'm still here for you. I just couldn't do it within the program, because again, our mind is able to be programmed. That's nothing different. Awesome program, awesome, environment for kids, but you have to fit a certain perception, and I wasn't able to express myself to the full extent. Because with me being honest with myself at that time, I wasn't going for, hey, calm your personality down, hey, calm this down, get it, what? I'm out here, zip, 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 all in tune, I'm just being in tune, like really owning my energy and seeing what I could do. So I wasn't hearing at the time, I wasn't listening to calm down, get a grip. I wasn't listening to that. I needed to, but as a result, I had to come home. Again, I say Atlanta, that's a high energy center. So not to say I couldn't do it, but I wasn't spiritually mature enough to calm down and really be at peace within myself during that time. The most thing that I remember with this experience is having the song frequency of Family Feud by Beyonce and Jay-Z. And the thing that came to me in my spirit at the time, if you haven't listened to that song, be sure to listen to it. But Jay-Z has a part where he says, "Oh, my wife, the spiritual shit really works." I'm like, wow, this spiritual-ish, it's for real. Like, don't play with it. Not just because I heard that song by Jay-Z or whatever, I think it works, but because I'm actually experiencing it. I'm feeling my energy through my heart, through my mind, through my body, through my spirit. I'm feeling it. So I know that the things that I've been talking about, the things that a lot of people have been talking about, it's for real, y'all. We have to wake up. We have to acknowledge ourselves. We have to be in tune with ourselves, because if you don't program your mind, someone else is gonna program it for you. To make a long story short, just being in that experience, I was able to tap into myself, truly and honestly, going through my heart chakra, up into my third eye chakra, and able to really break through the illusion of this world and really feel the flow of my energy and feel the flow of others. And when you in that state of mind, you're gonna notice the weirdos out here. You're gonna notice the ones who don't mean you no good. You're gonna be able to read them. And when I say it's some spiritual energy vampires out here for real, y'all know we eat meat, we eat blood, it is what it is. It's some people out here that are not praying for you, but are praying on you. It's a lot of weird entities and weird vibes out here that literally want your vessel. They want your spirit protected. Don't let them have it. Y'all, thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share to my channel. Again, I appreciate all the support that I've gotten so far, but I want to be able to grow and expound upon this knowledge and reach more broader audiences. Be looking out for my next video, which is going to be on the crown chakra. We're going to finally finish this chakra series. That's our 7th chakra, 7. Just to give y'all a little tidbit, 7 is the number of completion. So we're going to go ahead and complete the chakra series next time with going into our crown chakra. Again, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. This is your boy Don Juan, and I'm out of here.